Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from it.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. And it's Parker in at the 3 spot. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Dunn misses. The 76ers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. To the inside. Embiid against Lopez. Embiid kicks to McConnell. Shot clock at 6. Over Dunn. The 76ers with another miss. And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Lopez, and it's McConnell with the rebound.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Embiid, no good.
I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Inside, Parker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Parker's got 5.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. Left block shot on the way. Covington dishes to Simmons. Goes up again. That one doesn't drop. And the Bulls going the other way now. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Great job, David. So they know how dangerous this team can be if they get on a roll.
And that means contesting every single shot. It's going to take a lot of effort on D, but they can't give up those easy baskets.
You know, it'll be interesting to see any type of adjustments as well, because with the type of effort they're going to exert, they're going to need to keep some fresh legs out there. They may have to go deeper into their bench than usual to make sure they don't get run down.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the small lead that they built. They really captured the momentum.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
The way that this 76ers team can rotate and contest is a big strength for them. I mean, they have good length on the floor at all positions. I mean, they were one of the best teams in the league in terms of opponent field goal percentage last season.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at his score, and he was #1 on the team last season.
His ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration, that's what makes him a great finisher.
Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Redick with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Covington, and Parker with the block. In transition, here come the Bulls. LaVine with the ball. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. No good from Simmons.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, the truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Now, here's McConnell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Redick. That's tipped, but he recovers it. Embiid.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. Down low. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
LaVine against Redick. Tries again, and LaVine lays it in. LaVine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the wily strength of LaVine. I mean, he does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
Here's Simmons, and the shot falls short this time.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Markkanen can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 7. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Pass to McConnell. Embiid, the screen. Stolen by Markkanen. Oh, and here comes Markkanen all alone. Good D by Embiid.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy dish.
Yep, that one goes in there. The Bulls leading by 5. And here is Dunn. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Picked by Markkanen. Here's LaVine. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Too tentative on the finish. Forget about the D. Take it up strong.
Shot's good by Simmons.
And this is what you want to see from Simmons. I mean, you want to see him drain the ball in the in-between spots. It only makes him more confident.
Now, here's Dunn trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call. And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double and beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for, the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Parker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
He misses the free throw.
Well, Kevin, look at Hoiberg's offense. Wide open, up-tempo. It's no wonder why the Bulls put up more shots than...
Good on the second free throw. Well, Chris, with Hoiberg, we knew this is what we'd be seeing from him after watching his teams in college.
Well, yeah, he likes players who can bring multiple aspects to the table. I mean, he wants to score early in the clock with little false action. He's known to have one of the deeper playbooks in the game. Chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Valentine. Shot clock at 6. Lopez, a screen on Redick. The shot by Valentine, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Embiid the screen. Outside, Redick puts up a 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bulls trail by 3. Lopez a screen. Levine inside the 3-point line. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Covington kicks to Simmons. Down low. And the dunk by Embiid.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lopez dishes to Levine. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. And he's good on the 3 ball. Levine's got 9 points.
And you need Levine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
Here's Simmons. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. I mean, 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron. Well, think back to when Ben Simmons was first drafted as the top pick in 2016. Everyone knew he could be a playmaker as a small forward. But really, he functions fully as a point guard when he's out on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Chris, Simmons, a player that almost transcends the traditional basketball positions.
Now, he's a playmaker, plain and simple. He has the height and vision and skill to line up anywhere. Simmons, he could be viewed as a generational talent when it's all said and done.
Saric is checked in for Philadelphia. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Back to Levine. And the 3 off target.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach here tonight, guys.
And Simmons slams it in.
Demonstrating how fast he is. Simmons enjoys going up to hammer home that alley-oop.
Bulls trail by 8. To the paint. It's stolen by Saric. And now here comes Simmons leading the break.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. With all the big names in Philadelphia, you can't forget about Dario Saric. But, Chris, he is an impactful presence for this team.
Sorry, he doesn't provide a ton of highlight plays, but he brings it every night. He improves his outside shooting and is a well-rounded forward. I mean, you forget he's so young and still has a lot of room to grow his game.
Mike Muscala is checked in for J.J. Redick. Portis against Saric. Left side, Portis. Kicks it to Levine. Portis sets the pick for Levine. No good, unable to end this run.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Here's Levine. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Portis sets the pick for Valentine. Saric grabs the board.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
And stolen by Valentine. Portis against Saric. The putback planks, the putback jam.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
A problem, son. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Here's Holiday. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Levine. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
And Simmons kicks to Fultz. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls trail by 12. Portis with it. Now guarded by Saric. You know, Chris, Bobby Portis showing continued progress as a scorer.
Well, look, he can shoot from anywhere on this floor, and he's 6'11". I mean, just imagine that. But, you know, if you give him starters minutes, you know, maybe he can be a 20-10 guy in this league.
No good on the free throw.
How about Portis, a draft day steal in 2015, the 22nd pick. Now look, he's got size, skill, no fear. He brings the confidence and the toughness that you love to see.
And he sinks the second. And Bobby Portis suspended, Chris, the first 8 games of last season for his altercation with Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to, take that mistake back. But at the same time, that aggressiveness, when you challenge him the right way, that'll help him on the court.
That one goes in.
Yeah, Greg, and if you're going to give somebody that shot, don't let it be him.
Bean passes to Portis. Over Saric. Portis can't get it to go.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Oh, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons.
Work in progress on this end. It's awesome seeing Levine make an impact and hard work on defense.
And so it's Philadelphia looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. She works hard for her 4 boys. She breaks herself off daily. I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Carter out there with Portis. Then there's Valentine. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Muscala. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. And Chicago also making a switch. Chris Dunn's checked in for LaVine. Now, here's Portis. Carter kicks to Valentine. There's a good screen. Shoots from the elbow. Good on the bucket. Valentine's got his first 2 points.
And that's how you set a screen. Takes the D right out of the equation.
Saric passes to McConnell. Saric a screen on dime. Screen by Saric. Here's Fultz. Holiday with the defensive effort. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Celtics in Boston. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Now, here's McConnell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
On defense, the 76ers only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And really, Dunn is sensational at reading the defense off of screens, knows exactly where to be after the pick is set.
Now here's Fultz. Saric outside. Screen by Saric. 6 on the shot clock. There's McConnell. It's deflected. Carter with it. Charge is there. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And early on, you want to win games, of course, but maybe even more important, Chris, establishing your identity for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, early wins and losses, they can be deceiving. If you think about teams that peak too early, you want to make sure that you establish your identity. And I would suggest for any rookie, your main character of your identity should be this: great listener, hard worker. After that, we'll see how many points you score, how many rebounds you get. But you need to come in as a rookie humble, ready to work, ready to listen, and then usually things will sort themselves out.
Great perspective. And that one misses. Jabari Parker's checked in for Valentine. And the second free throw, good. Well, despite finishing with only 27 wins last season, the Bulls put up more shots than any other team in the NBA.
Yeah, they were first in field goal attempts, but only 23rd in makes. That's why they were last in field goal percentage. This is what you get with so many young shooters.
Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Lets it go from 14. Good as the jump shot falls. And the 76ers lead by 16. Chicago calls timeout. Well, of all the troubles the Bulls suffered last season, Chris, rebounding was not one of them.
Would you believe this? I mean, the Bulls have been top 10 in rebounding every year for the last 16 years. And for 3 of those years, they were number 1 overall.
And looking now at the numbers for Dunn, he had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 13 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Year 1, he had to kind of find his way, but he seems poised to make some big strides here in his sophomore season.
Well, the team wants him to carve out a larger role for himself, but talent-wise, he's definitely got it in.
Pass to Markkanen, and the 3 ball is good. Markkanen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's the confidence his teammates want to see. Markkanen is adept at firing off the pass.
Johnson kicks to Fultz. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. 7 points for Markelle Fultz.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Here's the screen. Here's Dunn. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A lot of game nowadays is screen and roll action. I mean, Dunn looking comfortable handling it.
Now here's Saric. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Taken away by Holiday. Dunn outside. Carter at the elbow. Screen by Parker. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Dunn.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Now here's Chandler over Parker. Markkanen pulls it in.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Steps back and shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
You got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Chandler outside. Screen by Saric. Chandler attacking. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. A chance to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Bulls.
Not a lot of difference between them. You know, it's about 50-50, but this game isn't 50-50 right now. They need a big run here just to get back into the mix.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
A fantastic season a year ago for the 76ers. Think about it, 52 wins for them, and they secured the 3rd seed in the East. A far cry from where they were just a few seasons ago.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Saric, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Chandler hits them both. And the improvement for the 76ers happened so fast. Last year, the team went from the cellar to front runner.
When they got healthy, they got good. Having Simmons and Embiid for a full year, huge. I mean, they lost to the Celtics, but that's just part of the learning process for this group.
Parker's shot is off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop still, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
Now, here's McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid the screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Joel Embiid. Coming off a terrific season. 4th in blocks, 7th in rebounding, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Now here is Holiday. Here's Lopez and Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
Johnson, the pass to Chandler. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. And the Bulls with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
McConnell doesn't go that time. Dunn with some nice D.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway. He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Embiid the screen. Chandler outside. And Embiid the bucket on the assist by Chandler. Embiid's got 10.
Oh, man, he's a polished interior player. I love seeing Embiid establish himself down low and then go to work.
Here's Dunn. It's Chicago with another bucket.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
McConnell kicks to Johnson. Passes to Chandler. 76ers moving the ball around. He can't get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Lopez passes to Dunn. Gets it down to single digits. Dunn's got 10 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Johnson the screen. The pass to Redick. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The back to the basket scoring obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Robert Covington's checked in for Chandler. And Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
And we're looking at the last ever Prep to Pros draftee. I mean, Amir Johnson taken 56 overall by Detroit in 2005. He's been in the league over a decade.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
The 76ers leading by 9. Simmons dishes to Redick. He kicks it to Embiid. Kept alive. Covington passes to Johnson. Makes it off the glass.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bulls trail by 11. Picked by Markkanen. Embiid with the steal. Here's Redick. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Inside, Covington with the steal. Pass to Johnson. Inside. Embiid, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
The 76ers shooting here about 46% for the game. And Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Here's Levine trying to get open as Lopez. Levine can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 13. Covington inside the line. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Dunn's got 7 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Redick. Here's Simmons. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive glass. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Lopez, a screen on Johnson. Markkanen kicks to Lopez. Picked by Markkanen. Levine wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 14 points for Zach Levine.
Another area Levine is working on improving, getting better at recognizing when to shoot off the screen.
Johnson the screen. Covington wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Now here's Markkanen. He has 5. Levine inside the 3-point line. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Well, with Embiid, the only thing that is going to slow him down, or has slowed him down so far, C-Webb, is injuries.
You know, people forget that Embiid would have been the top pick in this draft if he was fully healthy. I mean, too often do great big men have their careers derailed because of injuries. Embiid, though, I think Embiid has overcome his rough patch of health. I mean, I think he's going to be a monster as long as he stays on the floor.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, it's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid because it's just awesome. I mean, this guy likes to have fun on and off the court.
The 76ers making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. Then for the Bulls, Bobby Portis comes in for Markkanen, and it's Denzel Valentine in for Chris Dunn. That one misses. And Chris, you spent time here with the 76ers in your career and led them to a postseason run. How much does the city bond when that happens?
Well, I tell you what, I love my time in Philly. I mean, I was injured late in my career, and I got so much love. If you play hard, they'll give you love. If you play hard, they'll respect you. I mean, seeing that here with both the 76ers and their football team, how they go all out, how they give you that love, and their baseball team. I mean, they were 3rd in attendance, and fans don't get enough credit for their love of the team. Yeah, they could be cruel at times, but when you win, they love you, and they go all out. He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Lopez over to help. Muscala hits the button.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Bulls trail by 19. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Valentine passes to Levine. No good with the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Lopez with the steal. Valentine kicks to Levine. 1 second left.
The length of faults, really better using it to get into their airspace.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Welcome back, folks. A glorious view of the lights of downtown Philadelphia, America's most historic city. Now, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent, it comes down to hustle. He's shown both in a big way so far.
And here are the Bulls now. 19-point game. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's McConnell in at the 1. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Here's Levine. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Levine's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bulls. Embiid the screen. McConnell passes to Embiid. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Man, low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined. Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's foul number 2 for him. Now, here's McConnell. Dunn covering. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. Parker with the steal. And the dunk by Parker.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Embiid the screen. Outside, Redick fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Parker's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Levine inside the 3-point line. Off the left rim and out.
And that's the shot you
want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result. 0 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm.
Now here's Lopez. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Dunn misses. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Dunn. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Simmons. 20 points for him. Redick with the 3.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Levine can't hit. The 76ers leading by 15. McConnell with it. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Embiid.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The 76ers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. He misses the free throw.
And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Rodman, I mean, a group that could suffocate you on both ends.
Good on the second free throw. And Chris, talking about the Bulls dynasty, some people feel it was the greatest of all time.
That's a tough question. You got Russell, Celtics, Duncan, Spurs, the Lakers, Showtime. Let's include the Warriors of today. I really don't argue about it because, you know, they can't go head-to-head, unfortunately.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
And here's a look at the stats for Redick. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Now here's Embiid. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Well, think about the core of this team, Kevin. Simmons, Embiid, and Fultz. They're all incredible in the open floor. All unique and exciting, and they can play the game in ways you haven't seen. Their unselfishness on offense seeps into the rest of the team.
Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Embiid drops them both. And the 76ers love to pass. Second in the league in assists, and Chris also pushed the pace.
Yeah, Kev, they're 4th in pace of play, and they want to get out and run. Ben Simmons, he makes it happen out there on the floor. They can turn it over and shoot themselves in the foot, but when they get things right, this is a thing of beauty.
Bulls trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Poke loose. Unloads from 13. Got a piece of it. Covington against Parker. Now here's Simmons. He's got 20. The 76ers again can't hit it.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, Greg, it's not just you. I mean, it's the stat line, too. Look at what he's doing. A dominant night on the glass.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Carter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led in assists last year. Fifth on the list, Ben Simmons.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Just 5 on the clock. Lobs it up for Levine, and stolen by Redick. McConnell kicks to Simmons. Over Carter. Here's McConnell. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now, how about last season? He made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
The first one falls.
And last season, the Bulls were very perimeter-oriented on both ends of the floor. Offensively, top 10 in threes. Defensively, dead last in block shots.
Saric is checked in for the 76ers. Chandler comes in for J.J. Redick. And a change for the Bulls. Holiday's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Bulls also had trouble last year getting to the foul line.
Well, it's because their primary scorers were largely jump shooters. I mean, very little back to the basket offense and not enough driving to make up for it.
Now here's Markkanen. He has 5. Levine can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Covington with the bucket.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with them.
So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Boston. Carter outside, kicks to Markkanen. Levine inside the three-point line. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You know, and Dario Saric has shown some big steps in terms of improvement since coming in the league. Hadn't gotten enough recognition for it as the team overall has improved right along with him, but his shooting and rebounding have both dramatically increased.
First free throw is good. And with Saric and his improved jump shot, he's been more aggressive on offense.
Yeah, and with that aggression, Saric has taken on a larger role in terms of creating offense. Showed he can be a playmaker out of the pick and roll. Great passing instincts and can be deployed as a point forward if you need him to be.
Now here's Levine. 16 points for him. Picked by Markkanen. Carter against Embiid. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. 6 to shoot, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Philadelphia with the ball. Philadelphia with the ball. They've scored 10 straight. Embiid with a screen on Levine. Chandler a screen. McConnell passes to Saric. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter left side. And the jam by Levine.
Go get it, young man. Go get it. Levine's so fun to watch on these alley-oops.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Saric, looking for his first basket still in this one. And the basket is good.
All about the pick there. I mean, let him shed his man and square up for the jumper.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Fultz is checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Portis comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Valentine in for Parker. Right side Levine. And Holiday has it in the corner. Misses the 3.
Well, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Covington's shot is off. The Bulls shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Kick out to Levine. It's stolen by Saric. And now Philadelphia on the break. They get it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Kick out to Levine. Over Fultz. And again, Chicago. No good. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. On the wing, Chandler. Good on the triple. Chandler's got 9 points.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
Portis the screen. For 3, Levine. Good on the 3-point shot.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Fultz. Out to Saric. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Screen by Saric. And Chandler throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
Again, Levine missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Saric outside. Dishes it to Embiid. Embiid the screen. That's good from Chandler on the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 3rd assist on the night. Oh, Chicago has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Levine kicks to Portis. From 18 feet away. Again, Levine missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 20-5 run here. The pass to Embiid and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Dario Saric. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Saric. Saric with the screen for Fultz. Screen by Saric. Covington inside the line. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Embiid with the steal. Chandler the pass to Saric. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Bulls shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Portis can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
Now here is Carter. Now the 76ers on the break. Saric has got the ball. Good work defensively by Carter.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Muscala, he's checked in for the 76ers. Robin Lopez is checked in for Chicago. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lopez a screen. Here's Holiday. The shot comes out. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
No question. The officials were active, trying to keep control of the game that affected the substitution pattern.
Here's Fultz. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Muscala. Drops in the tray. Muscala's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, look at the unselfishness of Embiid, Kevin. I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Philadelphia foul.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the two-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Embiid, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Wilson Chandler.
I mean, and when you think of LaVine, I mean, his dunking ability comes to mind. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
To the left side wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires, sinks the three-pointer. Dunn's got 13.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out of it.
And Simmons kicks to Fultz. Over Dunn. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. The feed now to LaVine, and stolen by Redick. That's tipped.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Chicago's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Redick against LaVine. Over Redick. And the miss.
Solid at contesting shots. Redick really has developed into a fine defender over time.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. So for Chicago right now, you've got Payne, and it's Felicio in at the 4. Shamet, rebound by the Bulls. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Releases, offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? So it's Philadelphia now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. 6 to shoot. There's the screen. Shamet. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And that's how you set a screen. It takes the D right out of the equation.
Lopez a screen. Here's Hutchison. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Here's Felicio. And the rejection by Smith. Muscala dishes to Smith. He kicks it to Johnson. Shamet. No good on the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Lopez a screen. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Korkmaz, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Felicio kicks to Blakeney. Pass to Hutchison. Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperations. Think about the best franchises typically have stability. And fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. Now here is Muscala. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. Well, Chicago has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Blakeney, and the rejection by Smith. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Johnson. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, he can get out and run with the best of them. Johnson, a fluid athlete in transition.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hutchison passes to Lopez. Here's Hutchison. And the Bulls with another miss.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
High post Lopez. There's the dish to Payne. It's stolen by Muscala. And here we go. Philadelphia running again. It's deflected. Lopez outside. Payne in the post. And it's in there.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Kicks to Muscala. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. So, Webb, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter. And the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to. Oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curb on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Knocked away. Passes it to Blakeney. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
Well, you know what? I like Johnson's unselfishness, ready and willing to move it to the open man.
Here's Felicio. Back to Payne. Tries a three. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Smith left side. Inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
On the rise, Johnson with the extension.
Chicago's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Lopez a screen. Here's Blakeney. And again, no good by Chicago. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And the pass to Muscala. They set the screen. 5 on the clock. A baseline J. And it's Smith missing.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Felicio, the pass to Blakeney. Misses in close.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Johnson kicks to Muscala. Off target from three-point range. And Chicago shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Lopez, no luck.
Off target with what's what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
Smith outside, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Hawks, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
Blakeney misses.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Korkmaz, no good. It's taken away by Smith. Shamet. He's off on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. Lopez outside. Pass to Hutchison. Lopez a screen. Here's the teardrop. Here's Payne. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
And here are the Bulls now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Felicio kicks to Blakeney. Lopez a screen. Here's Hutchison. Shot clock at 5. Blakeney. Off target from outside.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
Pass to Payne. There's a good screen. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
Shamet. A putback. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Bulls with it. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Hutchison. Rebound by Smith.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Johnson the screen. Shamet. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
Next, a great pick that time by Johnson. I mean, that's another area where he excels.
Here's Hutchison. Lopez passes to Hutchison. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Muscala's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Passes it to Korkmaz. Smith outside. Smith on the wing. Johnson kicks to Smith. Goes up on the wing. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. They set the pick. Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Here's Hutchison. Drops in the tray.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
2 shots. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. The Bulls making a switch here. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And here's Fultz. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Johnson sets the screen for Smith. Shoots it up. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need. Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Now, here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.